Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Investing Bros. You guys can see here, I'm down on the hourly chart. We had that one massive amount of volume pop in here yesterday, matching with that big red candle. We had a wick go all the way down to 26,800. And that's why I asked you guys in chat. Make sure you guys go vote in that poll. Did you buy this dip yesterday? I sat here in the office here at the Hit Network, and a lot of people were discussing, oh, do we buy this? Do we go take a risk? Some people were in the boat of saying, nope, we're going down further. This is it. We're going to drop below 26.5. We're heading down to 25.2. And then other people were like, I want to buy. I've spent all the money I want to spend on Bitcoin at this point. We do have this nice wick, but we quickly pop back up above this blue line. Let's zoom out here and just take a look at it for a second. I do this for you guys yesterday. It looks as though at the moment, let me pull down my oscillators, that Bitcoin is sitting in a little bit of a rising trading channel. Yes, we popped up a little bit back here earlier on in April, but we came back into it very quickly and then respected the resistance level once again. Outside of that wick that we had yesterday and come back down the hour chart and a couple of candles this morning, we're still really respecting this blue line and a little bit TA alpha for you guys. Just because you wick below a line does not mean it's over. In technical analysis, while we use trend lines to represent different things, it's really more about zones. So as long as we don't close too many candles below this blue line, you're still in a spot where you're heavily respecting the support level. Even in the case back here in April, where we closed several candles on the 4-hour chart above, we fell back in. So it's still a level that is something to keep an eye on. What would be disastrous for Bitcoin bullish action is if the price were to come down. Let me go ahead and just kind of draw you. Let's say the price were to come back down to this level. This is a Fibonacci level. I believe this is the 0.5 level, but I'll have to zoom out and take a look at that. No, it's not 0.5. This is 0.382. Didn't quite touch yesterday. If we came back up and reuse this line as resistance and then dropped, now we're starting to look at, are we starting to drop down to the 0.5 level? Are we coming back down to 25.2 or so? And then you start to ask the question, hey, do the bears really have control? And is the top actually in for right now? And we're going to have a little bit more of a bearish summer. Not predicting it, but I'm letting you guys know if the bears are going to take control, that is their route to success. Of course, it's not that simple, because even though we're looking at that ascending trading channel, there still is this nice yellow box that we're looking at. I thought I got rid of using the freaking marker, but I didn't. Sometimes PCs mess with me. All right, here we go. We still have this yellow box right here, of course, 27,200 or so. Yes, we wicked below that yesterday, but you guys can see we have not had a candle body close on the 4-hour chart below that level since all the way back on March 28th. Yes, that was my birthday, and my present to you guys, I let us have higher lows from there on out. We're still, trading flat here, so this is a sideways trading section. But for now, that level continues to be strong support, 27,200. Of course, we have 27,000 sitting right under it. And then let's zoom out here and take a look at our Fibonacci levels we discussed yesterday. Did I get this back on point? Yes, I did. Yeah, we still have right here at about right above that 26.5 level, which is the lowest wick we've had during this sideways action. We have the 0.382. If we can't hold that, look at that. The 0.5 matches up with 25.2 perfectly. It's going to take a lot. Even if the bears start to sell, even if the U.S. government gets on a roll and says, let's keep selling the Silk Road, which would be dumb for a lot of different reasons we'll talk about later, I still think 25.2 is going to be a very, very hard level for the bears to break through. If they do, though, however, golden pockets down here at 23. A lot of people have been discussing. You guys haven't heard me talk about it much because I don't think it's going to play out, but I'll go ahead and say it just in case anyone was wondering. There technically is a little bit of a regular head and shoulders pattern right there. That would send us, if it were to break out, all the way down. Let's go right here. It's kind of a boat like this going on. If it were to break out, it would give us a price reaction down, I believe, below that 23,000. If I move this over correctly, yeah, it's going to give us all the way down here to 22,700, give or take. Again, I'm not predicting it. I think there's massive amount of support between where we currently are and what that is, but it's something that you guys should be aware of. If we start to see support get destroyed, you're going to want to keep your eyes on that.
I've felt better. uh yeah, so looking at the 12-hour here, guys, Ethereum right now is breaking its dynamic reactor. This has been that range of support that I've told you guys about, that we had here multiple times on multiple touches going back, well, here we went below it, but we came right back up in. But this is when I was telling you that we had this trend line going here and we had the dynamic reactor going here. So we had this double level of support that was keeping us just above, or just back into the range of the platinum pocket. And if I pull that up here, let's do that. Bam. Well, you can see, I've been able to tell you guys for weeks now. Hey, guess where we are in the platinum pocket? Guess where we are today? Out of the platinum pocket. So shout out to Kelly Kellum, though, for teaching me that you can right click and get off of your draw tool. That's awesome to know.
Oh,
um
that's good to know.
yeah, it's great to know. It works great. I tried it as soon as he said it. So but yeah, this is where we are. We're now below the dynamic reactor. We have broken the trend line and we have broken the 786. So a little bit bearish for me right here. But I do want to point out something here on the daily. And if I go over to the daily and show you what we're looking at here, look how tight right now we are getting on this cloud. And in the past, when we've had these really super tight clouds start to come in, let me grab this here, right click, there we go, because Kelly Kellum taught me that. We had a big move right after this tight cloud played out, and then there was a big move up there. In the past, also, we've had it where it was at the top and it's come down dramatically on the daily. We are in a tight cloud right now, down in the lower half. Could it come down to this golden pocket here and hit the golden pocket and the dynamic reactor? That is very possible, and I would not be surprised to see it do that. That would actually bring the cloud tightness even tighter and probably bring it down a little bit closer to this bullish zone. But yeah, I think there is a little bit of downside that could play out here, but I do think
Mhm.
we have amazing support coming in right around $1,700, and I'm watching this cloud, because if it gets any tighter, this is going to be a nice move that we're going to see back up. So what I'm expecting is maybe a rejection off of this here on the 786, comes down to to the golden pocket, hits that dynamic reactor, and then that tightness plays out. Bam, we fly back up. So that's what I'm going to be watching for. If it does that, I will be planning on getting in to another long on Ethereum at around $1,700. So I do
Mm.
want to show another thing here. Let's turn off those fibs for a second. Let's throw on this fixed range volume profile. Yep, come into play. There we go. We do still have right now, though, that could keep us from going lower, our value area high, which is coming in right here. This purple line is our value area high that we have respected pretty well in the past here also. And this is coming off of that fixed range volume profile. So I'm going to be watching for it. I mean, you can see right now it's pretty much a free fall down into this mountain here of volume, which would be putting us right in that range of the golden pocket I was talking about. So a lot of things to watch on the charts today, guys. We're
Mhm.
just going to have to wait and see how it all plays out at this point. So nothing else that I am seeing there that makes me any more bearish than what I am right now, or any more bullish than what I would like to be on Ethereum. So
Behind the meme coin frenzy. So this is a newsletter put out by Coinbase. This is the detail here is that they are basically not issuing Pepe. And this is some of the reason could be why. Over time, it has been co opted. The Pepe meme has been co opted as a hate symbol by alt right groups, according to the Anti Defamation League. So, Tim, I want to throw it to you first. What are your thoughts on this being given as part of the reason why they're not listing Pepe?
Yeah. So I have to start by saying there's a part of me that kind of understands, but I also believe this is kind of a weak move by Coinbase. Yes, I understand that certain people have adopted and used it as an alt-right symbol. However, when it comes to free speech, when it comes to voice, when it comes to decentralized thought, this is a little bit too woke for me from Coinbase. It seems like a fear-based move that they don't want to piss off a certain amount of people, and it's like, hey, that's just not how this works. That's the same type of rationale that leads into, well, would it be okay to freeze someone's account and stop allowing someone to spend money because they could be deemed a danger to a certain government or society or whatever? It's like, who decides what that danger is? And for Coinbase to be making that decision, again, it's their right to. They're a centralized exchange. This is a reminder to everyone, they're a centralized exchange. but I kind of thought they would do better. I thought that they wouldn't. I didn't think they were going to act that woke, but it is what it is. I still like Coinbase for the future of crypto, but I don't like this move.
Yeah, the whole woke thing from crypto, like, come on, guys, it's a technology. It doesn't need a persona. It just needs to have data. It needs to have infrastructure, and it needs to have tech. That's it. Leave it at that. We don't need woke sentiment in crypto.
Wow, you made it to the end of the video. Great job. Now, if you want more content like this, whether it be TA on Bitcoin and Ethereum or altcoins, or you just want to stay up to date on the latest and greatest news in crypto, then stay tuned and tune in to our 9 a.m. live show every single weekday morning. It's 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And when you tune in live, use the keyword grip strength in the chat, and you'll get a special shout out from anyone who's paying attention to the chat. Love to see you there.